Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Daniel.
I'm Summer.
And today we are back with episode 8 of Shogun.
Man, we're like
three more,
inching
this
closer.
one and 2 more to go. Yep, I know. Yeah, the big cliffhanger on last episode. Every episode has had some sort of a cliffhanger, but this was a big one. But more than one moment happened that was big. So like,
there was a lot of intensity in that last episode.
This is the first time that it feels like it almost, you could almost believe that Toronaga is like, what's the word? Giving up, putting his sword down. What's this term? Like he's giving up. He's
surrendering.
Just like, he's just like, I'm done. I don't want any more war. You kind of believe that, but there was a couple of moments that make you think, like the show, they hinted at it.
He has another plan.
And the only hint that we got from like a viewer's perspective is whenever he spoke with the owner of the brothel.
Jen.
Yeah, do they call Lady Jen?
Lady Jen,
or
maybe.
Something?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, the fact that you left all your men dead at the front, that's very careless. You're not careless. And I didn't make it to where I'd made it without knowing that you have to be very tactful and purposeful about every decision.
Yeah.
And he played it completely off. He's like, oh, my men died what do you want me to do? They all died. It was a big disaster, but she's right. And so.
Oh, see, like when I was hearing her talk about that at that moment, I took it differently. I thought it was like she was trying to almost like blackmail him in a way. Like, because she had blackmail on him
because
now.
She wanted
land. She's like, I want you to help me further on.
Even after you're dead.
What I want. Even after, like, give me a future.
True.
And he had the power to do that. But he was pretty much like, it's not my problem. Right. And then so she walked out with that blackmail, like, I think you did all this on purpose, in a sense. Like, that's how I took it.
Right.
You took it differently.
I think the show can go one of 3 ways. Because he's a big character, right? He was either just given up, and that's kind of the end, and then maybe in his death, someone rises or something happens, like a revolt. Who knows? I don't think that's the way it's gonna go. But there's one. The other one is he does have a backup plan.
I can imagine him dying off in like.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. And then 2 is he does have a backup plan. And we're gonna be wowed by it because I have no idea what he does.
Well, we're starting to see like the rise of these women. Like you see Mariko, Fuji.
They're like the wild cards that aren't being considered. Like, but Ishido, I doubt is even thinking about Mariko at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or Lady or whatever.
Yeah.
And her power, because like they have power. The third thing, which is I kind of alluded to at the end of the last episode, is maybe he didn't have a plan, but then his son just died kind of tragically.
Oh yes.
Trying to kill his brother.
It's gonna fuel.
And it's gonna trigger something.
It's gonna for sure.
So then, So that was kind of, those are like the big 3 things. His brother betrayed him.
Oh, you're right. I mean, he probably did get to a point where he's like, okay, I can't go on anymore. It's done. This is it. I'm gonna surrender. A lot of people are gonna die, but at least
half
many
the people
more will
live. Right.
Yeah. And now he's gonna find out his son's dead, and he's gonna be like, okay, never mind. It's gonna fuel his fire.
He's been pretty even keel this whole series. Is this gonna be the one thing? Like, are we gonna see him
pushes him over the edge?
Because even when he found out about his son like killing the messenger, that he'd be angry, but he was angry, but like he was so
He just like, you're so dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, you still have a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
Like, you're not ready.
So, yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens. That's messed up with his brother, but...
I'm just remembering, like, at the end of the last episode, I was like, I want to watch the next episode so bad just for, like, some closure. I want to see what happens.
And they'll probably give us a little recap.
They will.
There's probably other things that are happening on the side. There's a lot of side stories. Obviously, like, Boruto and, like, his whole thing. Like, he wanted to...
Kill Blackthorne.
Like, if you think the whole episode, it barely focused on Blackthorne.
Like, and he like came in at the end and did like this whole walkout.
Yeah, like
that was a major.
He was like the main focal point, but this episode really focused on Toronaga and his brother and just the clan, like them.
Yeah, you're right.
No, we'll see where this goes. Anyway, I'm excited. But before we hop in, please consider subscribing to our channel. Help us grow a little bit. Also, if you want to check out the full uncut reaction to this, is over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes if you want to check those out. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and hop in. Shogun.
Portugal's secret empire.
See, it's going way back. He still has his crew, right?
Still on. I must know if my crew is alive.
Oh, maybe we're gonna finally see the crew.
Maybe that's the wild card he needs.
He has surrendered. Behold the great warlord who tricked his own loyal vassals into a noiseless smothering. Mina Shina.
Oh, I remember being so stressed. Oh, God.
I knew they were going to show it.
I
knew they would. I knew they would. Oh, is he going to find out from his brother, maybe?
I mean, this is like long the next day. Surely he already knows. Is he coughing?
This was middle of the night. Yeah, I don't know if he's sick or if it's.
Well, he would be wondering where his son is. That's
Man,
what that book
so they just
is.
jump forward in it.
Sama's army will camp at Edo's boundary where they will wait for Toronaga-sama to mourn his son.
For how long?
The customary 49 days.
Whoa.
And after that?
They will deliver us to Osaka.
Something. He doesn't look like he's. Looks like something's sick.
But also like very distressed. I'm sure. Like there's a lot going on.
My lord instructed me to give these to you upon entry to the city for the completion of your service. When we submit to the council, you're not required to join us, since you no longer choose to stand with us anyway.
Oh.
Fujisama will manage the land until your return. Though I cannot say how my lord's successors may deal with you.
Fine strategy he has. At least Nagakado-sama died fighting.
Hmm.
Your men are here in this city. The crew from your ship.
Oh. Did he not know that?
You must be eager to be reunited.
Probably assumed. They're probably.
And my translator, what becomes of her? Mariko-sama. Don't go to Osaka.
She kind of wants to.
Forbids me from doing anything else.
I don't understand how he's just all of a sudden free to go. Because the guy who kept him, Toronaga,
yeah,
who was his lord, his captor, whatever, is.
I guess he just released him. He requested to leave anyway, and he granted that request. And so I guess by their traditions, in a way, he's just kind of a. Maybe that's on purpose.
That's what I'm wondering.
But he hasn't. It's not like he's told Blackthorne's thinking that he's just giving himself up.
Yeah.
Toronaga is. So he doesn't know about any plan. Right, she's smart. Yeah. She has her eyes, her goal set higher. Her eyes set higher.
Wow. It gives her a lot of power, right? Women don't normally have that type of...
Yeah, but she's kind of controlling
she has a lot of
from afar. She has more...
power, control.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to burn him? Maybe this is kind of lighting the fire.
It is. Well,
like literally and figuratively.
Like people still wearing their armor.
Right. They're not.
Protest to the surrender. Like.
Is this Ishida watching on? Oh, it's Toronaga from home.
Dang, how far did they go?
I know.
残されましたか。堅苦しいものだけ。虎長様が石堂様に降伏されても我が一族だけは助けると。その他は何も。落ち葉の方様らしいことだとマリコ様もお思いになりましょう。
私たちはそれぞれに辛抱の仕方が違っております。隠しておくのが姉君様のやり方でござりましょう。
That's true.
文太郎様、江戸への無事のお戻り何よりでございます。
やはり我が家は良きものにござりまするな、凛様。虎長様がそなたをお呼びじゃ。昼過ぎに会いたいと。
How many days has it been since anyone's seen him?
でしたら昨日お渡しいたしたはずでござりまするが。
分かっておる。でも滝にいらない。欲しいのは
私の友人はもっと滝木をくれと頼んでいる
Oh,
ので
it's
す。
him again.
この万人の武装法は勘弁してやっていただきたい。
Thank you. Your kind attempt at translation, Father. Alas, you are wrong. 炭欲しい炭の方が温かい。
Wow.
I must say I am impressed. You have made your own way out here.
Thank you, Father.
What are your plans? Now he has cut you loose.
He knows.
Well, to start, I will reunite with my crew, get back aboard my vessel, then pay a visit to that black ship I've heard so much about.
Tell me, will you wear those clothes when you see your men?
Ah, yes. Yes, I intend to. Thank you, Father.
All this like suspense.
I know.
How is your lord?
I've not seen him since we returned to the city.
Man, even he hasn't seen him?
Man. I'm not believing this sickness.
I don't know, the timing.
石堂様が大老省を掌握されたことはお聞き及びでございましょう。
無論存じておる。
黒船で私たちと結んだ取り決めでございますが、当教会は万策を尽くしましたが、檜山様と大野様を虎長様のお味方につけることが叶いませんでした。
患者がすでに知らせてきたことを遠路はるばる知らせに参ったと申すか。マリコ殿、これよりこのバテレンの通詞を務めよ。キリシタン教会は我が味方にあらず、火の元の言葉をしゃべりよっても
Dang. He's
信用がならん。
恐れながら
通詞様は教会の命で参ったのではないと申しておりまする。
I know these are dire times, and many in Edo have lost hope.
火の元でのこたびの
But not me.
遺憾に思っておりまする。
落ち葉の方 has manipulated Ishido out of hatred for you, and I see no cause for her anger.
Yeah, he talked about her power.
Unlike Ishido, you love the heir.
虎長様はおよ
If you form an alliance with his mother, the heir would be free to turn against Ishido.
落ち葉の方と盟約を結べるだろうと申しておりまする。
こたびこの通詞が申すことを一理あるかと。
何故じゃ。
我らの敵は大坂ではございません、石堂にございます。
Mm-hmm.
我らが落ち葉の方と組めば石堂の牽制への唯一の道が断たれまする。お世継ぎ様に仕える兵が我らの味方となりますゆえ。
そなたはかつて落ち葉の方と親しかった。
right.
Right.
万に一つ落ち葉の方がわしと盟約を結ぶことがあると思うか。
落ち葉の方の敵は殿であるとは思いませぬ。あの方の敵は恐れる心だと思いまする。
落ち葉の方はすぐにわしの首を土に埋めるであろ
お顔に敗北の色が浮かんでおりまするぞ、殿らしくもない。
う。あまたの犠牲と引き換えの勝利よりも
Let's see
静かな敗北を選ぶ。我が息子は死んだ。わしはこれ以上血を流すつもりはない。
Also, it did the opposite of what we were saying.
わしと共に幸福の挨拶に参ると誓う書状に皆署名してもらいたい。
Oh, wow.
He's not even
Nobody
trying.
wants it.
我が宿命を火炎とするバテレンの働き大義であったと伝えよ。江戸に新しいキリスト
Oh,
の
that's right.
作ることを許せ。一つだけ頼みがある。大阪に戻り、ここで見聞きしたことを伝えてもらいたい。
Is he playing into this like weakened? Like he's trying to show that he's weak. He's not a threat.
That's what I'm.
Or is that me wanting to think that?
I know, right?
殿は戦うおつもりじゃ。何故そのように思われるのでござる。でなければわざわざ大阪に。
Right. Tell him what you see. That's the part that I was like, they want him to see him weak, right?
He's like, I've been in this game far too long. He's
Right.
seen it all. He's like, I know what this.
一服いかがかな。
謹んで頂戴いたしまする。
Oh. I was waiting to see where the music went. I was like, is it sinister music or
Like, can we trust his tea? Is that what you're thinking?
right?
Oh, I think this is like.
You think it's him? No, I don't know. I don't think it's that, but
I'm wondering where I want this to go.
is this like a peaceful way to go, like committing suicide and he's finally giving it to her?
No.
You think it's something like that?
No.
Or is it too early for that?
It's too early for that. There's just like some weird angle.
結構なお手前でござります。
So it's a traditional thing.
父上が何と言おうと我らが大阪で死ぬことになろう。
今のちゃんがひとしお味わい深かったのは。
Maybe he thinks he's gonna die, so he's trying to at least live a good life.
Yeah.
Or like make amends in a way.
夫婦になったばかりの頃を思い出す。わしらは幸せであったな。
はっきり思い出せません。
Yeah.
It wasn't.
She's like, you were happy.
Yeah.
そなたはまだ安心に惑わされておるのか。
Is she gonna answer?
I think all this comes from him feeling.
今宵共に死のうではないか。今ようやく。
Wow.
See, he's. But now.
But does she want it?
共に死を迎えようではないか。夫婦として暴我の果てへ参ろうではないか。
I think she doesn't want to go with him. She wants death, but not like that.
お前様が私に許さなかったのは。
It's like
死ではござりません。
it's freedom from him, probably.
お前様には手の届く
Yeah.
生
See.
き方にござりまする。
Oh dang.
私はお前様とかように死するくらいなら1000年生かされた方がましでござりまする。
Wow. Surely this isn't what pushes him over the edge to.
Oh man. I think he knows he's not gonna live much longer. So he's trying to make amends on life and everything, but
I think he never felt the competition until Blackthorne came into the picture, and he's like,
and that changed his perspective. He didn't. Yeah. Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, so they've been happy.
we'll be glad for them to leave.
At least they've been protecting him.
Is that them singing? And
I wonder if they've picked up on any of the culture. Probably not. They probably still think it's weird.
I don't think they have any reason to.
Right.
unless-
But I bet they're gonna make fun of the Japanese culture somehow, and he's gonna be like, you need to respect her or respect their culture.
See, he feels totally. He's been like accustomed.
Pilot?
It's like, dang it.
John Blackthorne. That's you.
Hello, Solomon. How are you?
We'd given you up for dead.
How many of us left?
6. Barely hanging on.
Barely hanging on.
But I've been given clearance for us to return to Erasmus. I have a few friends, good crew we could train. I've been training some of them on the cannon already.
To do what?
To help us. Home.
She's a different person.
Where does the pilot want to take us this time?
Uh-oh.
Maybe Africa or back to the Americas. Since you're here, pilot, tell me something. When we left Santa Maria, were there really Spanish ships to the south, to the north of us? Had to come here. I just hate to think. We spent these months wasting away because our pilot had ambitions of his own. First Englishman to the strait, ready to make his name.
They've been talking while he was gone.
What is left of us is because of you.
I'll speak to the rest of the men myself.
First, take off those skirts.
We'll careen her. We'll scrape her. And the extra men we need, you leave that.
I said take them off!
See?
You son of a...
Oh no.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
You see his face? He had like rage in his eyes. Maybe because he feels guilty.
Don't. Please tell me he just passed out.
No, I'm sure.
He's filthy. Tell him I understand we've had our differences in the past, him and me. But now is the time when my choices are few.
思い詰めた挙句ここへ参ったと。
Oh.
I once offered to sail for Toronaga-sama against his enemy.
Oh, he's looking for anything.
I still have my ship. I can train a crew. I just need a new banner to sail under.
You wish to sail on Yabashige-sama's behalf?
I don't wish it. He is a face. He is a brave face, and that's the truth, so I must ask.
藪重様が大阪で虎長様側に加わることを望んでおられぬという愚かな当て推理をしておられるように見受けられる。
He's like, even the barbarian's trying to fight.
藪重様 politely declines your request.
虎長様が諦めたと言われるが、それは安心殿の思い違いじゃ。あの老人が何を目論んでおるかわしも知らぬが。
We're all thinking it.
Even 藪重様 stands with 虎長様. Only you, Eva.
This weapon is not mine. Tell you the truth, I feel embarrassed wearing it most of the time. Perhaps there existed a moment in which I had fooled myself into believing that I could one day belong to this place, but that moment is leagues behind me.
Oh, where's he going with this?
Having said that,
He's like, I agree with that.
Nakama mo wakaranai.
He's like stuck in between two worlds.
His own people feel strange.
己が宿命を切り開くほかないと安心様は思っておられまする。
Since I first saw you, near death,
Oh, right.
I've known you were a man who understood the importance of taking fate into his own hands.
己が宿命を操ることの値打ちを知る方だとお見受けしたと申しております。
She speaks so elegantly.
I know.
The way she translates things.
貴殿は異国生まれゆえ、こたびの過ちは多めに見ると伝えてもらいたい。拙者は決して虎長様を裏切らぬ。
He refuses your offer, says it is betrayal of our Lord. You see, once loyalty begins, it does not have an end. Otherwise, it would not be loyalty.
But loyal turns senseless very quickly when the order is suicide.
Would you like me to translate that? Or was it for me?
Take it as you will.
今朝方に発作が起こったと。お痛みを和らげて差し上げることしかもやできませぬ。
私を見とってくれるのはこのお顔と分かっておりました。そなたはあまりに強く、そして脆い。もう駆け引きはおやめなされ。
Oh wow.
我らが息子にちょうどでは私を探すように伝えておく。
She says our son. Does he feel somewhat responsible? I wonder if she'll listen to her wisdom. Oh, you see how that? You see that shift?
She does not let herself feel emotion.
Oh. No way he's still the same.
Oh my gosh, still coughing.
明日、藪重殿が大阪に向けて出立される。我が鉄砲を石堂殿に届けるほか、わしと共に降伏する者の名をお渡しすることになっておる。よってその書状にその方ら一同の署名を求めたい。
They're all like, they're still.
Guys, what are we supposed to do? Help.
He doesn't want to, but
I think somewhere deep down they all still have this hope of like he has to have something else planned.
Oh, is someone not gonna do it? Oh.
罠に違いなきものを飲むことはできません。
罠などではないわ。
お許しくだされと。我らは敗北に向かう道を進まれる殿に従うことはできませぬ。
己の務めを放り出すのか。
我らの務めとして進言いたしまする。殿が江戸を動かずにおれば、石堂は江戸を攻めざるを得なくなり、
そのまま江戸を滅ぼすであろう。どちらが大事や。我が一族の存続か、それとも日の本の存続か。わしの戦は。
That's tough. Unless everyone has to believe.
殿、そのお気持ちを変えぬとあらば。
Is he gonna decline too?
拙者今ここで腹を切ります。
Oh my god.
揃いも揃ってわしに逆らう気か。
They're like, okay, this is getting out of hand.
今すぐ申し出よ。
大阪に降伏なされれば、それは代々のご先祖への裏切りになりますぞ。黙れるか。これはわしと。
He's calling his bluff, you think? But maybe he doesn't want. Man, I don't know.
Or maybe this is what's gonna take.
Don't make him do it.
ならば大阪にてわしの隣で腹を切れ。
我らの戦を道半ばで放り出されるおつもりか。
He's like the only one that can talk so open with him.
わしはすでに決断を下しておる。こたびは。
Oh man, don't do it. I like him.
They're almost like playing this eye game chicken. Like, no, it's not chicken. It's like, what are you trying to say to me through your eyes?
Man, I don't know.
No.
They're like, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no, please. No!
Help!
Is he gonna just wait for him to do it? Oh man, come on.
I feel like it is.
On,
it's like a game. It's like a game of chicken.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, he will not.
Oh my god.
I swear, if he dies right now, please tell me he's just as good at.
He's not gonna want to. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh, I am so stressed right now. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. He'll do it himself. Dude, I'm gonna get sick.
They're all gonna like kill themselves.
He stood by his side this whole time.
He's like, what? Well, what is this whole theatrical?
The fact that he's letting him die tells me that he's actually thinking of surrendering.
This is his dad.
I know. They're all like mad.
But I feel like I I can't.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
This is nonsense.
No, stop him. No. Oh no, his face. No.
What? What in the world? This is too much. I don't understand his reasoning.
Dude, I am not okay.
What did I just see?
I'm not okay.
今日は誰もが大きな痛手を負いました。意を唱えて傷を深めようとは思いません。
Yeah.
アンジンはもう藪重を訪ねたか。
藪重様はお断りになりましたが。
今日のことで藪重は心変わりするであろう。
Maybe that's his plan. Give himself up. Identify everyone else.
そのように仕向けてくれた。アンジンと藪重は大高じゃ翼短く動きが読みやすい。
Then there isn't a plan.
It was all part of the plan.
我が古き友は。
Oh my
Aw.
god. It was all part of a plan.
Maybe he didn't know it was going to be
turn-
him.
己の務めをよう分かっておった。
To turn the tide of the people.
そなたは己の務めを果たす覚悟がで
Oh
きた。
my god. But did... well, wait.
So now she has to convince Blackthorne. Wow.
早くしろ。何をしておる。急げ。
So it already happened? Right.
長様の耳に入れば、わしは狂った老人のために死ぬつもりはない。
Yeah.
しかし、安心は危のございます。
We need dangerous, probably.
なんじゃ。ご用心くださいませ。
He's not going to go with him.
安心殿が先日申されたことじゃが。
He's like, I'm trying to get bits and pieces.
盟友じゃ。そなたとわしは盟友。盟友。盟友。盟友。
He's like, I still. So now we're out. He's just figuring that out.
He just now found that out. He's already on his boat.
私も共に大坂へ参れとの虎長様の命にござりまする。
He's like, how did I know? Okay. They're supposed to be aligning together to go against Lord Toronaga's plan.
我が息子よ。見事に時を稼ぎおったの。無駄にはせぬ。広松もお前も決して無駄にはせぬぞ。
Oh, man. God.
Okay, push pause before I lose my train of thought.
Okay.
So it was all part of the plan. He had to make this huge scene, Hiromatsu. He had to make this huge scene in this strong emotional pull to pull over the other men. There's no way that Yabushige will not fight now.
Right. So, but okay.
Like the men.
So it's like, yeah, I think.
What are
yeah,
your
it was
thoughts on
okay.
that?
So it was a whole.
It was planned ahead of
right?
time.
But then he knew, like that, Blackthorne would go to Yabushige and then he would refuse him, and then now he won't. But like he's trying. I think he's trying to create, not instead of it looking like him leading a retaliated effort, he has to make everyone go against him and retaliate on their own, like not being by him.
Right.
And it has to be that way. To catch him more off guard, people off guard. Because like now they're thinking, okay, he's really given up.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what his involvement will be in that retaliation, whatever it is. Like maybe it's
gonna end up being like a surprise second round attack or something.
But the thing is,
because they're all thinking like there's no way they can attack Osaka and win. I think that was from the beginning.
They want to just fight. They don't know how. That's the thing. Like, what's his plan from here? I have no idea. But he needed
his plan for victory. That's what I want to know. Like,
but he needed to set things into motion. But it wasn't. It couldn't be very on the nose. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and like.
It has to be like a surprise attack. Like they're not expecting. So right now, Ishido is expecting Yabushige to return with all the weaponry, the cannons, everything in a peaceful manner.
Right.
They've already surrendered. So they're not. I mean, they would be wise to expect something else because it is Toronaga, but
even they're
not going to be expecting it.
But the thing, he had to go as far as like them to truly believe that it was their own decision. Like
no,
to turn against them.
He had to make it their own decision.
Right.
Because he knew they never would have turned against him with their loyalty.
Right.
He's like, it has to be something drastic. Which was the why Hiromatsu.
So the question I have from this is two things. One, first, his son. He said, "You bought me time."
Was that
the chicken and the egg? Like what came first? Did he already have a plan in place, but he was rushed? But then his son dying bought him time to really set because you can't get people to turn. You can't force people to turn that quickly. Across the span of they have hope. It takes time for it to dwindle to nothing.
Right.
So then. Was that a new idea? Probably that came from his son dying, but had his son not died, was he still trying to come up with something? And he just didn't know what. That's the first thing. The second thing.
Well, come to think of they're not. He's just not a very emotional person. Doesn't show emotion.
I know. Yeah.
Like he didn't seem that distressed when his son died.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how long after
he doesn't
saw
show.
him,
like it jumped ahead in
but
time.
it's almost what I'm saying is like, did he already know it was going to happen? Maybe not the way that it happened with the head on the rock, but maybe his son was going. It was like a suicide mission. That's what it felt like.
Okay, there's a lot of things because like he's smart. He says some people are predictable. His son was one of those people. This is like thinking several steps ahead, but like, did he think he knows his son is going to try to go attack him and he'll probably lose?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
And if he dies, but then like, do you play that chess piece with your son's life? You know what I mean?
Know, yeah.
And which leads me to the whole Hiromatsu part. Like,
I'm still upset about that.
That I think maybe the thing they had. He's like he knew his role and he played the part well.
It's like
I don't think they discussed
it's like a deep love for each other. Like.
So I don't think he knew. I don't think they spoke beforehand. Like you're gonna have to do something crazy. I don't think he do that. I think maybe Toronaga was hoping someone would do it, and if they did it, then it would be enough. Maybe, but Hiromatsu doing it the second in command is like as big as a message as you can get.
Yeah.
But they had that look, right? And he still did it. And he even said, even if he's like, he told his son, you must live. Don't give up on our Lord, even if it seems like he gave up on himself. And he says, forgive me. He's like, I think he did it. Even while doing it, he's probably thinking this is still part of the bigger plan. Like, I think he picked up on that, but he went with it. Because the fact that he didn't sway, he was like, okay, I think I need to do this for this to work. Like it's that far of a chess game.
Oh, I can't.
But it just sucks. I like them a lot.
I mean, that is.
And he's Kiku's granddad.
Yeah.
And he's obviously Burunto's dad. Buntaro. Get these names.
Buntaro's dad.
Which having him second him, maybe like having your own son, that's like an honor thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you would choose somebody you trusted because you know, they'll put you out of your misery as fast as they can.
Man, that just
that was a very
it's like, did it have
intense emotional scene.
Because I was even thinking, I was like, okay, does it have to go this far? Because like it's a tough spot to be in, and anyone else would have been like, okay, just stop, let's talk about this or whatever. Toronaga knew if he did any of that, it would derail everything. It had to happen.
And
he knew their sacrifice was for the bigger
drastic.
picture.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, I mean, but still, even with all that said, man.
With all that being said, Yabushige is now on a ship with Blackthorne.
Right.
Sailing from
to Osaka.
Edo to Osaka. And Blackthorne is like, I'm gonna fight.
He's like, but now he's weird. He's like, I want my men. But now he saw one of his men, and he's like, this
they're
is
strange.
It. Well, that was him. He used to just drink and whatever.
Yeah.
And like now he sees how
he has a different purpose.
But he's like, I don't feel like I'm fully immersed in Japanese culture, but now they seem foreign to me.
That's why this whole thing, the title, The Abyss of Life. It's like being stuck in an in between. Like he doesn't fit in here. He definitely doesn't fit in here because he's gained all this new cultural knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
He's somewhere in the in between.
Man, and
wow. Yeah. Because you started seeing the mind shifts, like especially with Omi, like something they never would have thought of before. Like, do you think that sometimes loyalty?
Yeah, he started to question,
like, as a disservice, like to yourself or.
Well, I mean, Blackthorne even said it whenever they were all talking to Yabushige, and he told Mariko, he was like, he's like, loyalty is suicide. Until you introduce suicide, then it becomes like chaos. Then at that point, it's like, well, maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever the word was.
Yeah.
But now, okay, you see Ishido sitting there looking at the writings, the signatures, and he has like a little smirk. So I think he's really letting, like, he's like, okay, yeah, he's like, we got this. Yeah.
But
I don't think even then Lady Oshiba is gonna be. She's still gonna be like a little, like still like have her guard up. She seems like a little too cunning for that.
I want to know what that whole them meeting together at the end and her bowing to him. What was that? Do you know?
Bowing to
Ishido.
Oh yeah.
Because he's proposed marriage to her.
True. I think she has. I don't know what her plan is.
Well,
but
now. With her,
be an empress, maybe.
I wanted to call her mother-in-law, but it's like her
sister wife.
It's like sister wives or something.
But also, whenever he told Mariko, he's like, are you? She's like, I'm ready. Remember, I said you had a bigger role to play.
Yes, you have a bigger role.
So maybe her role is gonna be with Lady Oshiba directly. This is to have a history.
Yep. Making them an alliance with her.
Even whenever they're trying to try forming an alliance with Lady Oshiba.
That's what it's going to have to be. They're going to have an internal working in Osaka for this plan to.
But he was trying to say, like, you close with the sun, which.
But really,
is it really the king's son?
I'm just reminded of that line. Who is like, Japan is not our enemy, or Osaka is not our enemy. Is that what they said? It's Ishido.
Yeah. Right.
So it's almost like. Is it as simple as just taking him out? Who all would fight for him? I don't know how much rallying he has.
Right. He has. I think he has a way to win without going to war. Maybe.
Toronaga.
Yeah.
We shall see. Wow. What did you guys think of that episode?
Oh my gosh! Did y'all cover y'all's eyes?
I was a little. I was just like, I was having anxiety.
Oh man, I did not expect that.
I was like, surely they're not going to have to go through with this scene.
Man.
And they did. They always push to the limit.
That was the craziest moment
over the edge
of this show, of this series so far, for me.
Yeah, it was very intense.
Yeah.
Like, on a lot of different levels.
Yeah. Man. Well, all right.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have any other theories. We'll see. We'll have 2 more episodes to go. I don't know if I can emotionally take something like that happening again. So,
I mean,
anything can happen at this point. I don't know.
I don't know. He was a main character, but you start messing with Mariko-sama, Wow.
Crazy. All right. Well, that's all I got. I'm emotionally drained. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to our channel. The full uncut reaction to this, if you want to see us uncut freak out at that moment, it's over on our Patreon, as well as future access to see what happens next to the next episodes. But yeah, otherwise we'll be here next week.
Yeah.
For the penultimate episode.
Wow. Episode 9.
It's been good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next one.
Bye.
Peace.